Today's lesson is on this giant flower. We just came back inside from the garden and we looked at gorgeous flowers that we've been planting all school year. And now we're going to make some beautiful flowers, a giant flower. And I have with me my kindergarten students. And they are, 6 years old? 6, and we've got how many 5-year-olds? We've got a lot of 5-year-olds. Actually, we've got about 2 5-year-olds, and the rest of you, there's about 3 5-year-olds, and the rest of you are 6 years old. And there's probably, I think I counted 16 today. So we have 16 kindergarten kids here excited to make our picture. And I hope you're excited to make this wonderful flower too. So let's begin. Oh, would you like to say hello, YouTube kids? Okay, and guess what? I have a surprise for you. At the end of the video, I'm going to pick some of your pictures to show the YouTube kids because they want to see what you made today, okay? So let's begin. The first thing we need to do is we need to find the center of our page, and we need to find the center of our flower, and that's what we're going to be doing. So let's start. We go from the top to the bottom, and we go side to side, and we find the middle. First we find top to bottom, then we go side to side, and we're going to put a little circle in the middle. And the circle is kind of like we draw around our finger. It's about the size of our fingertip. So everybody with me, draw the circle in the middle. Good. Oh, you're quick. Next step, we're going to try and add lots of detail to the center of our flowers. Draw a circle and do it slowly. Look how I'm doing it. Slowly around so it looks like a donut. From there, let's add another row of circles so that we can have some really cool pattern inside this flower. Another row. That way you got a lot of color variation. You can go from light to dark or dark to light. You got a lot of color choices because the centers of flowers are all so different. And this is where all the flower reproduction takes place, and that's where the flowers make their seeds. Okay, so here we go. Now we're going to go up, down, side, side. So we have 4, right?
Like a little star.
Kind of. Up, down, side, side. Take a new one. From there, we're going to go up and around. Around the line we just drew. Up and around. And then do it again. Down and around. Out and around. And on this side, out to the left and around. Now once we have our flower petals put in, and we have some flower petals, look what I did here. Here's 4 flower petals. And on this example, this has some more flower petals. So if you have room, you can put another flower petal just the way we made. Or look, you might want to do in between each one of these. Watch how I'm going to do this. I'm going to start in the center of this top petal. I'm going to go up, around, and back to the center of this petal. So this is going to end up being 4. In this picture, I did leaves in between, which you could do. Or, if you want some more flowers, look, out and around. Find the center, up to the corner, and back. On this side, find the middle, going toward the corner to the middle of this petal. And so now I have my in-between petals. Now, what I like to do with the kids is always put in as much detail as we can. And there's things called pistils and stamens and filaments that are in flowers. And you can put them in too. They come from the center, so you can have them coming in from this area. And there's a curved line with a little bit of a dot on top. And you can even add these details after you've made your flower and painted it or colored it, or you could put it in before. And it's little lines coming out with little circles on top. Yeah, they kind of look like eyelashes, you're right. And so you can put as many of these on as you want to, and this adds more detail to the flower. You don't have to. Now look, on this page, I did this with just little dots. So if you want to make your flower with pattern like this has lots of pattern on it and lines. And then this even has some zigzag lines. So you can do it abstract like this, meaning I made up this flower. You can do it with different color values, you see. And here's the little stamens coming around the edge of the center. Or this is more realistic here, what I've done. Now, if you have room here in this space, what do you think you could put in this big space here?
A leaf.
Oh, yeah, sure. So we can come out, and you can make it pointed, whatever kind of leaf you are looking at. And then you can draw in the details of the veins. Look at this. Straight line, and then lines coming out. This will give some cool pattern here. And if you have this kind of leaf, you want to continue with the same kind because it's part of the same flower. And that's called unity. It all matches. So I'm going to keep my same leaves. If I have big areas of white on my page, I need to hide big areas of white. What did we see in the garden today? Do you remember? And some kids were scared. Yes. Oh, yes, we saw some bees buzzing around our flower garden because we have so many flowers in our garden right now. So if you have big areas of space, instead of leaving that plain, why don't you put something else in? Of course, look at this, a large oval. And I put this on a diagonal instead of doing it straight up and down at a vertical. And I'm just going to put some curves up and back. And then I'm going to tilt it to the side, curve up and back. This kind of looks like, look at that shape, kind of a heart shape almost. And then I'm going to add the head. Right now, this is the head of the bug. I'm just going to color that in black. I'm not going to put any eyeballs or anything. If you want to do a little bit of dots up above, you can. A little stinger. So here's the head. And this section in the middle here, this is, if you divide it into a different section, this is called a thorax. Did you ever hear that word before?
Yes.
You did? Boy, you're smart. And that's the insides of the bug. And then you could do the abdomen down here with the, what's on the abdomen at the end?
Stinger.
Yeah, the stinger. So I've divided it into 3 sections because bugs are in 3 sections. And then I can stick some legs on here. And how many legs does insects have? Ooh, you guys are smart. And now I'm going to put some stripes on my bee too. So if you'd like to add detail like I just did, I'm filling in some lines maybe for my wings. They have these cool patterns on the wings. And you can have fun adding details and then color in and finish your picture. And I'm going to look at, let's see, I promised you to show you some examples of what we just made. So let me find my little kindergarten examples here. I'll take this one and this one. And I'll take this one.
I'm not finished.
Well, we're not, none of us are finished, right?
Yeah.
And I'll take, let's see, I'll use 3 examples real quick right now and 4 because she's got a pattern. All right, so here's one done. She's doing hers right here, abstract. And you can see the YouTube channel at the bottom right there. So if you want to view more videos, it's TA Blue 88. So she did hers with the abstract pattern, and wow, I can't believe, how old are you?
6.
She's 6. Look at that gorgeous bumblebee. Wow. Good job. And here's another one. And we just draw straight with markers because then we don't have to worry about the pencil lines. And then we don't have to worry about erasing. We transform those mistakes. Look at the bumblebee here. They put wings on both sides and it's flying in the air. So see, you don't have to do exactly what I do. You can make up your own. Here's another example right here. I can see a lot of stamens and pistils in the center here with filaments. And then here's another one. There's the website again if you didn't have time. And I see the nice patterning on those leaves. Wow, great, great patterning. And beautiful bumblebee. Okay, you want to say goodbye and good luck. We hope you have fun. And we wish you the best.